It's the cotton candy vibes from me. If you want to see how I created this look, keep watching. So we're going to start by cleansing her face with my Mary Kay Blemish Control Toner. This is just going to cleanse her face, brighten her skin, and start the prep process. And now, as you see, I'm adding this Biore nose strip, and this is going to remove her dead skin cells on her nose as well as her blackheads. This part right here is a different type of microdermabrasion. I was doing this before it was even a trend, but it does work, so I advise you to do it. But I'm removing her dead skin cells as well as her hair. And now I'm just going to clean up her brows. Real simple. Now I'm just going to outline underneath her brow and on top of her brow in order to fill it in. And then we're going to clean that brow up with concealer. I do use a flat brush when I clean up my brows. It just makes the process so much easier. And now we're just going to clean that concealer up with a buffing brush. I find that this really blends the concealer out nicely for a smooth foundation for your eyeshadow. And now I'm just adding my P. Louise base. This is in the color 0.05. And this is her concealer that is going to prime for her eyeshadow. And now I'm just going on top with these pink shades. I apologize that I do not have any of the products available to say what they are. I was never planning on doing a voiceover, but I decided to because I did end up loving the results. So now we're just cutting her crease. And I'm using the same P. Louise base to cut her crease. And I like to take my time when it comes to these cut creases. Like, I am such a perfectionist, but look at the symmetry on both of these lids, y'all. So now I'm just taking a flat brush and tapping on a blue eyeshadow. And now I'm going on top with one of the pink shades that I use in the transition area. I'm just tapping that on with a blending brush. And now I'm going to do her eyeliner, and I'm using my e.l.f. liner. I get this from Target, $3, best $3 I've ever spent. And I'm actually applying this liner because this will be the guide for her glitter application. So as you can see, I'm applying the glitter now, and I did use two different colors. I started with blue, and now I'm going to go on top with some pink, and I'm just going to flip back and forth so that it has both colors due to the cotton candy vibes. And then I wanted to really highlight this pen. This is an eyeliner as well as a lash glue pen, and it's portable. So girl, I got you. So this is how I now apply my lashes to myself as well as my clients. All you do is apply like eyeliner right across your lid where you're going to put your eyelashes. What I will do differently than I did in this video is that the glue is fast drying. So instead of putting on mascara and all that stuff, do that first, apply your glue, and pop your lashes right on. And these are from my Lashwood collection. These are designed specifically for my clients who want mink lashes instead of the regular lashes that I provide with my service. But look how easily I just applied these lashes, y'all. And sis is feeling herself. So we're doing a glasses check. Make sure she can still wear her glasses because that is a concern for people. But, you know, I make sure I have lashes for everyone. So I have full volume lashes for my girls who wear glasses. So now I'm going back in with my Mary Kay Blemish Control Toner to clean up any excess powders or glitter that might have fallen during the eyeshadow phase. And now I'm just moisturizing her skin with an oil. She didn't need much. She has really nice skin when it comes to that. And now I'm priming her face. I do not put this primer all over her face. I only put it on the areas that will or could possibly sweat throughout the day. And using this is going to keep her face matte all day. Now I'm going in with her foundation. I'm using 2 foundations from Mary Kay. I'm not sure where the other clip went, showing me applying the other shade of foundation, but as you can see the lighter parts here. You got to follow along. I apologize. So one shade is darker than her normal skin tone. The other shade was lighter. I was missing her actual foundation, so I'm mixing to create her perfect foundation shade, which it did. And I'm just blending that out with one of my e.l.f. foundation brushes, and it blends nicely. And what I do like about this Mary Kay foundation is that it's lightweight, but you can build if you need to. Now we're applying concealer under her eyes. I only went down like 1 shade. I did this because after I set her eye, I did not want her to have that bright under eye look. That was not what I was going for. So mixing this concealer and then putting the yellow setting powder on top gave a nice brightness that we wanted. So now I'm just blending that out with my beauty blender. It is wet. Make sure you have it wet enough, but dry enough to where it's not splotching water as you press down. And I'm using this beauty blender to blend everywhere where I place that concealer. Now we're just going to set underneath her eye and everywhere else we place the concealer with the Sacha Buttercup setting powder in the shade Banana. I really love this powder. It sets nicely on every single one of my clients, no matter the shade of their skin tone. So this is my go-to every single time. So now we're just going to contour her face, her cheekbones, the outer area of her forehead, and her nose. And as you can see, I'm just blending it out. Now, I typically like to use the foundation brush that I use to blend their foundation. But for best practice, I did drop the brush. And I learned back in hair school that when you drop something in the middle of a client, you don't even touch it. So I didn't touch it, and I picked up the next best thing. I could have went in with a foundation brush, but this buffing brush right here worked perfectly. And so for her contour, I only went up maybe 2 shades. I didn't want her to have a harsh contour. That was not the look that we were going for. I just wanted to point that out. And now I'm just taking a blending brush and blending out her nose contour. Taking the same buffing brush that I used for her contour, I am going to press in her setting powder all over her face. I find that this is helpful because it does not have flashbacks. And I believe it's because we're not just wiping the powder, we're actually pressing that powder into her skin. So I love it. The results are amazing, as you'll see in the end. So always just press in your setting powder. Don't just sweep. And now I'm just setting her contour. I do not set contour on the nose, but I do it on the cheeks, the chin, and her outer forehead area. So now we're just going to set her contour with powder. I set everywhere I place contour except for her nose. I do not set that. There's no need for me to. And after we set her contour, I'm going in with that same powder from Sacha Buttercup, and I'm just going to place that right underneath her contour, and that's going to give her face some definition and dimension. And now I'm taking that same buffing brush I was using before, and I'm applying her blush, and it's a really light blush. We were not going for such a dramatic face look. The drama was always going to be in the eyes. And now I'm just adding some color to her waterline. I'm using the same pink shade from her transition color, and I'm putting that right under her waterline. On top of her waterline, I'm going in with my e.l.f. gel liner in black. So we try to do something new. I always use a brush when I apply my liner to the waterline, but this time we try to Q-tip. She did not like that. I'm gonna keep trying it out, but I wanted to show you guys something new I was doing. Same buffing brush, same technique. We're going to just press that powder into her face. press, 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 press. And now I'm going to take a fluffy brush, blend that out. And then on top of that, and the rest of her face, I'm going to take my Too Faced, I remember what it is, the Too Faced bronzer. And I'm just going to place that on top of her face. This is going to give her some more dimension. It's going to give her some glow. It's going to get rid of any harsh lines that might be on her face. To highlight her face, I'm going in with my NYX roll-on highlighter. This is actually my highlighter. I don't use it on my clients, but she's my sister, so you know what I'm saying. She gets lucky. But this is the iridescent highlighter that I use on my face, and she wanted to try it out, and I will say it looks really nicely. So how I apply is I just roll the glitter on. Due to it being iridescent and sheer, it's easy to remove. So I apply a thick, heavy layer, and then I just blend it out. I apply more if I need to, but it's really good, and it's very beginner friendly, because you know how sometimes you might apply too much highlighter and you can't remove it. This is easy to remove just by tapping on it. So I'm tapping on it with the same buffing brush. I wish I could remember her lip combo, because I fell in love with this combo. Oh my goodness. So I did use like a pinkish, burgundy-ish lip liner to start. And I know I went on top with a dark pink lipstick. It was a liquid lipstick, and I wasn't impressed with it. And I had this periwinkle lip gloss, and I was like, I'm going to try to put this on top and see how it looked. And it was actually a matte lipstick, but you can see what's going on here. So this is the dark pink that I was not feeling, and then that's the periwinkle matte lipstick that I put on top. And it toned that pink down, and it was like really nice. The eyes and the lip combo look really nice together. And now we're just spraying her face with my Gold Elixir setting spray. I'm tapping that into her skin, blending, cleaning up any harsh lines. You know, this is the final look, you guys. She was so excited. She was like, I can't wait to show. She was ready to FaceTime somebody. So here's the final look. I hope you enjoyed this video. There will be more, possibly in the future. So thanks for watching.